What should you eat during Ramadan or during intermittent fasting diets? Well, if you're a bodybuilder or weightlifter, etc., the number one thing you must look out for is having the protein needed. So the number one thing is to have enough protein and to meet your daily protein needs of 1 or 0.7 grams per body weight, per pound of body weight. 0.7 towards 1 or 1.2, 1.3, upwards to 1.5 if you want, grams of protein per pound of body weight. And this is the hardest part actually. The rest is quite easy during intermittent fastings. So that is because you have at least 1 or 2 meals less to eat during the day. So although meeting the calories is obviously easy, especially for many places in the world which does practice Ramadan because of bigger meals and sugar stuff, etc. But to get the protein needed, this is the hard part. So especially if you have like 2 or 3 meals only to take, I don't know, like 150 grams of protein, let's say, or 140, then for each meal you must have like 45 grams, 40 to 50 grams of protein per meal, which can be hard for some people. So this is the number one point to look for. And the second one is to check on the rest of the calories to maintain and have a look at the rest of the calories, pay attention to it, because you can have tons of unnecessary carbs and fats, but as I mentioned, this will replace the protein needed and it will get even harder to get the required amount of protein. So look for the other protein, for the other macro sources as well. Which also brings us to the next point, which is to really monitor what you eat. As I mentioned, it's easy to take the wrong types of foods during Ramadan or any celebrations really, as the Ramadan kind of became a kind of a celebration month for Muslims. So during Ramadan or any kind of celebrations really, you must pay attention, especially if it's for a long period of time, like 1 day or 2 days, it's not that bad. But if it's for a long period of times, like 1 month for Ramadan, then it can become counterproductive. So even though it's intermittent fasting, some people actually gain weight because they don't monitor what they consume, and it became like they consume worse foods and eat more than during regular times, because in their head like they must eat so much because they fast so long during the day, which is really a stupid idea. I mean, they don't realize that they can eat the same only during other times and only 1 or 2 meals less. But I mean, the meals are 3 times bigger, so if they make their calculations, they will see that the way they think is wrong. But anyways, the last point would be to have smaller meals, because this way you can focus on adding more proteins for each meal instead of having to consume a large amount in two or 1 meal only. So that's it for my tips. Thanks for watching and see you next time.